Of course, it's going to take 10, 15, maybe 20 years, to finish
Yeah.
that project. So.
I remember when it was the Selby Library. You used to
Yeah.
go there all the time back in the mid to late 80s. We are looking at some hot temperatures. Where's fall, right? Everyone's asking that. They want some cooler temperatures. We'll probably end up going from summer right to winter without any little break there. But for the trick-or-treaters, it could be pretty cool. In fact, there's a cold front that's coming down. It looks like the end of this month or near it. That's going to bring high temperatures into the 70s as opposed to the 80s, and feels like temperatures in the 90s like we saw today, and actually warmed at low 90s today. Holmes Beach webcam showing beachgoers. That's what we like to see instead of dead fish and nasty red tide washing ashore. Things are improving out there too, getting a lot of reports, social media, that people are out boating, fishing, and all sorts of good things. So that's a good sign. We'll have to keep our fingers crossed, obviously. Things can happen quickly with that red tide, but we've had that east wind for the past couple of days, which has been good as a result of high pressure, which is situated just offshore of Florida. That provides us with an east to southeasterly wind, but it also kind of holds off these frontal boundaries that you see right there. This is a cold front. It is making some progress to the south, but boy, behind it, some really cooler temperatures in Dallas in the 40s right now. But the front is sagging southward. Eventually, it gets a little push on Thursday, and we get a little front coming in from the north and east, and that's called a backdoor cold front. Typically, our fronts come in from the northwest and push on through and usher in some pretty cold air. But this one's going to cool us down just a little bit for the weekend. Right now, no rainfall to speak of around here. A few showers on the east coast with a little west coast breeze developing. We may see some late night showers popping up, more so to our south, and then enter into the Gulf of Mexico. It's going to be warm at 11 o'clock, still 80 degrees. As far as the futurecast goes, I mentioned a few spotty showers are possible, not much. Most of the activity out in the Gulf of Mexico. We could see another lightning show off there in the Gulf later on tonight. And then tomorrow, a slight chance for showers, a little bit better on into Thursday. So the forecast tomorrow, highs near 90, heat index up near 100. And we'll see that as early as noon tomorrow with temperatures into the upper 80s. Dry air in place right now. It's going to thin out a little bit on throughout the day on Wednesday and then do more so on Thursday. And another secondary front is making its way through the northern plains and into the Great Lakes. Well, this system was posing a threat, but now that it's over land, it's not a big concern to the National Hurricane Center. It is a concern, though, to Honduras as well as Belize and Nicaragua. They're going to see dangerous, life-threatening mudslides there due to the increased moisture. Eventually, it works off into the Pacific and has a chance of becoming a tropical system there. Not so much here. The chances of it developing now down to 0%. That's where we like to see it. The season not over yet, though. We still have a month and a week or so to go before the official in 2 weeks. This low pressure area, again, most of the models track it off into the Pacific, where there's a chance it could redevelop out there. Now 87 degrees, that feels like temperature at 97. The high today was close to record breaking, 91, just 2 degrees shy of the record. And as far as the satellite imagery goes, you can see that rainfall there in Texas where flooding problems exist throughout this region. There are flood watches and advisories in effect. Look at these cool temperatures, 59 in Dallas, 50 in Memphis, 58 in Chicago. So here it is for boating tomorrow. Winds will be out of the east to start things off at around 10 knots and seas running 1 to 2 feet with a light chop out there. As far as the forecast goes for the next 7 days, the chance for some showers tomorrow, not much, just a little bit, 30% chance for late day showers. Better on Thursday, late in the afternoon and evening, and 20% chance on Friday and Saturday. And it looks as though we will see a chance for good weather for an event that's taking place for Siesta Key. Tip from the heart. They got some big deals going on out there. You want to visit Siesta Key, and it helps the bartenders and the wait staff out there who've been battling with such a terrible, terrible red tide. So help them out. A lot of specials going on from 5 to 10 on Siesta Key. Back to you.
All right, Bob, thank you.